Jenny and I have been able to interact on numerous occasions, being that we are roommates. Now, being that Jenny is from England, I feel like she has a lot of different cultural backgrounds that make her have a different living style than I do, which has its ups and downs. I feel like in the last few weeks we've definitely hit a couple rough patches, and that is something that I want to talk about today. Being that Jenny has a different background, she has a different way of living. And for me, growing up on a farm, I'm not going to say we're the cleanest people in the world, but I've grown up in a family that if you want to look like a slob, then you're going to be a slob. But if you're going to have a clean room and a clean house and a clean personality, then you're going to look like a clean person. So my room is always clean. Like, I always try to make sure it's clean. I mean, my room back at home isn't the neatest thing in the world, but not a whole lot of people see it. And in the dorm life, I feel like a lot of people always see it, being that it's right there. And so I always feel like it should be cleaned. Jenny, on the other hand, she is kind of like a germophobic, but in the same sense, she is not the cleanest person in the world. I always constantly have to remind her, hey, can you pick up your stuff? Hey, can you put your stuff away? Hey, can you clean up a little bit? Hey, can you take the trash out? I have to constantly remind her because the room is always a mess, and it's not my mess, so I feel like I shouldn't be the one to clean it. But other than that, we don't bump heads a whole lot. We are very good roommates. One thing that we definitely interacted with, which was a lot of fun, is we both rushed Sigma Alpha sorority, which is a professional sorority, agricultural sorority based on leadership, service, scholarship, and fellowship. And throughout the sorority, we had a rush process, which was 6 weeks long. And in the very first week, we had to go and interview with 6 or 10 other people. And it was kind of cool because me and Jenny actually interviewed together. And it was really neat to listen to her answers to the same questions that I was answering to, and just to feel how she would answer them compared to me, which was pretty interesting because we were really similar, but we were different at the same time. And I thought that was really neat. After our interviews, we waited to see if we would get a pinning, which is an acceptance into the rush process, which we both did. Yay! And then we started the long rush process of weekly quizzes, quilt making, scrapbook making, fundraising, and community service, and study hours, and blah 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 blah. There was just a lot of stuff. But we've definitely gone through a lot together, studying together for quizzes in our rooms and in the car and anywhere and everywhere we could. We tried to study together. We also did a lot of different things, like we were on the quilt committee together, so we worked on the quilt together, which, I'm not going to lie, we bumped head a couple times, but we definitely got through it. But yesterday was probably one of the hardest days. We got all of our grades back and everything, and we all received one email saying yes or no whether we got in or out. And to be honest, I thought once we got our pinning we were automatically in. We just had to pass all our quizzes and we were in. Well, I was wrong. Jenny got a good email saying that she was accepted into the sorority, but I didn't. I wasn't accepted in, and that was very hard for me. But Jenny, being a very nice person she was, accepted me into the group and helped me to be more happy about everything throughout. So she's a great person, and it's very good to be able to interact with somebody from such a great background and just a great person overall. Thanks.